Right then, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream, and yeah, today we're going to be doing a little bit more of U-boats. Now, we have neglected this a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but there has been a fair bit going on with Christmas and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, hope everyone had a good Christmas and Happy New Year to you all. So yeah, I am quite eager to get back into this. Some good news. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to get some holiday sorted over at work, and due to obviously rotas and all this sort of stuff, I am sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Because I've been trying to fight to get this kind of like time off, I'm going to end up having probably about 2.5 weeks off work, which is really, really nice, especially around this time of the year where it's a little bit, a little bit cold, a little bit damp. You don't want to get out of bed in the morning. I'm going to be doing a little bit more. It'll be a little bit more relaxing in the month of January. At the moment, we are going through Dredge, which we did start the other day, which actually is pretty fun. A little bit chill. Didn't think it was going to be. I have watched people play it before, but I didn't think it was going to be kind of as chill as it was. But yeah, it's pretty decent. I will be finishing that up before we go on holiday. I say we as us, a collective we. But yeah, we'll finish that up, and then depending on the time constraints that we're going to have, I don't know if we're going to be starting a small thing or if we're going to be going into a big game. I'm kind of thinking about going into a bigger game now. Depending on which one I go for, I don't know. If anyone's got any suggestions or anything like that, do shout up, because yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, like, should I go into one direction, which is more like a Kingdom Come Deliverance kind of thing, or do I go into more like a trilogy of something? So for example, we could look at like the Metro games or something like that. I don't know. Or we could just continue doing small little games here and there or whatever. I don't know. But also, having said that, I think U-boat sessions will be coming back a little bit more regular now. Now we've kind of got over the Christmas period, and yeah, fingers crossed we can actually get some campaigns done. So we are going to jump in here. I'm going to try and get a little bit of a recap of what happened last time. If I can remember correctly, we actually did very, very well in the last U-boat stream. We are currently in the Battle of Arctic, which we have to sink. If I can remember correctly, it's 250,000 tons, which we are, I think, about 40,000 away. So we've done pretty well. We did pretty well in the last stream. I think we hit it like over 100,000 tons in the patrol, which, as people know, I'm not that good. So I'm going to be hopefully finishing that up today, and then see where we can go with that. Now, there is a other thing that we want to look at as well, which apparently is the Battle of Arctic campaign, which I'm a little bit I don't know how to start it, so to speak, because, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute, but it is a little bit weird. Apparently there is a campaign that starts in Wilhelmshaven or La Rochelle and stuff like that. I don't know how to start it. Like, we're in the port of Wilhelmshaven, but for some reason it's not allowing us to start the mission. So I'll just quickly show you what I mean. We do have to do our admin as well. It's the 30th of November 1941, so we are a good 2 years into the war effort. So here we're going to go into sorry, I've got a bit of a I've just eaten lots of chip sandwiches, and I'm like, you know, being a bit of a greedy bastard. I'm like still digesting it. Here we've got join the French flotillas. This campaign objective is currently not available. It will start after stationing in one of the following ports: Port of Bergen, Port of Wilhelmshaven, or the Port of Kiel. Now we are at the Port of Wilhelmshaven. I don't know why that hasn't done it. I think maybe they don't. It doesn't count. Like, so join the Battle of Arctic. So the Battle of Arctic convoys. This campaign is currently not available. It will start after stationing. So I think maybe what this means is we don't get these operations unless we are at some of these ports, which I think we're okay then. I think we're okay. So we are just going to continue. This Operation Drumbeat should be coming into effect relatively soon, as along with the Battle of Aruba. We will have a time constraint for this for about a year and 2 months, or two and 3 months. This one we're a little bit more okay with. You know, we've got another year and a half on top of this one as well. Also, the weather station in North Labrador, we've got a lot of time on this as well, along with the attack on Aruba. And then we don't get these until literally later on. So we are really on course for doing quite well. We've got to do the southern core, the southern routes. We've still got a lot of time on this. And there's also the mine laying up in Africa, which we've still got another under 3 years of this. So I think we're actually doing pretty well. If we can, we will be finishing this up today, and then we will be going on to, most likely, the next patrol on the the Operation Drumbeat, which I think won't be too bad, because it's just going to be, again, another tonnage war. And then also we got the last stand as well. So we are kind of trying to get everything we can. Another thing we are trying to do as well is we are trying to get the highest medal, which I can't remember what it is. It's like it is, hold on, let me go to Timmy D. Timmy D has got the best one, but it is a the Knight's Cross in Oak Leaves, Cross Swords and Diamonds. That's the last one I think we need. Or is it the golden? Oh, it's the Knight's Cross with golden oak leaves, cross swords and diamonds. So that's the best one that we can get. That is what we're going to be looking at. We're not going to be. We're not close. We're about a third of the way through it. I think we won't get it. It's a bit of a shame. It is what it is. You know, looking at the achievements on Steam, it doesn't look like anyone's got this, or if someone has, it's such a small minority that it says 0.0% of people have got this. So I imagine either no one's got it, or literally like 2 or 3 people have got it. Who knows? Who knows? So what we are going to do, we are going to where are we at? We've nearly got 1 million budget, which is, we aren't going for that 1 million budget for the achievement as well. So we're going to talk to you first. We are going to have a look at the orders that we've got from Admiralty. Ooh, not fantastic. We don't have any of these available. So what we are going to do, before we can even oh nope, we're going to save the game. This is a little bit of cheese, but it's just a little bit unfair when you can't pick a mission that's going to help your war effort. Now, with the mission that we're currently in, we could literally just go on the map, go into this area, which is where it's operated anyway, and then just sink 45,000 tons. We could do that if we wanted to, but I don't think we're going to. We're just going to we're not going to stray from an order We did save. So there's this one. We are just going to load the game here, just because I don't fancy spending a few of the reputation points that we got, which, to be fair, it's not the biggest of deals, to be honest, because the reputation points that we have at the moment, they're only used for R&D. We've nearly got like 2 or 3 things that left. We got to research, so we're not really in a bad position. We are going to be getting a lot of reputation points from patrols anyway. I don't know if anything else needs to be unlocked. If we're just going to go to open headquarters, let's see what we got here. So we got 3 things here. We got the Naxos radar detector, the anti-radar coating for snorkels, and the torpedo control program, which is the LUT program. Now, I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do around here. What's that? Oh, that's a milk cow. Oh, okay. So that's where we know a milk cow to be. We can assign one of our leaders to convince the Admiralty that this milk cow will be more useful in a different area. Ooh, I've never played with one of these yet. Let's say close. Exit. I've not played with that yet. Now we can have a little look to see if there's anything that we can do for any reconnaissance. I don't think we can. I think we've actually done everything that we need to. Yeah, by the looks of things, we don't have anything else, which is fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have a little look at the things that we need here. So that's still in the early stages, an Naxos radar detector. Then we've got the anti-snorkel, well, anti-radar coating for snorkels, and then we've got the LUT program, which is an improvement from the FAT program for the torpedoes. I don't think this is a bad idea. It's going to cost 3 and 10 days. If we go engineer and we go for Klaus, yeah, if we go for Klaus, then that will actually be done in like 6 days. So if we say this, it says 10 days here, but it'll actually be done in 6 roundabout because of him being an engineer. We have just gone past the 8th month here, which I believe is what. You know what? Let's go for the LUT program. We might as well. So 7 days, 9 hours, because it's going to take 35% less time. So now we've done that, we're going to save the game, and then we're going to do the missions again that we need to pick. So saving game. And then we're going to go to the leading officer and let's see what the orders are here. So we're going to pick a new one again. See what I mean? So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do any of those. So we're going to have to load the game up, and fingers crossed, load actually gives us something decent. Preferably, it would only cost us 1 reputation point. Oh, don't break my phone. Yeah, we're not actually in a bad position here with how we're getting on with the campaigns. In the last stream, I think we didn't have a problem with our with a torpedo calculations, but in the stream before we did, and I think we actually figured out the GRT figures us for sinking in the Mediterranean. Okay, so we've been congratulated on that. Again, is that attack on Portsmouth Port? Nope. Again, so we're gonna unfortunately we're gonna have to load again. We just have to do this over and over until we actually come up with something that's actually viable for our for the tonnage war in the Battle of the Arctic. But yeah, the other day when we started playing Dredge, I mean, there's a few games I've actually completed over the last couple of weeks. We did complete the an old Grinch game for Christmas, which wasn't actually too bad. The other games I've been kind of looking at as well, they've just been like really not throwaway games. I don't ever want to really say a game's a throwaway game because it's kind of like it almost feels like you're saying the game's shit when you're not. It's throwaway games are kind of games where I'm playing them because I want to play them, but they kind of like they're on the list to play, like, oh, that would be a good game to play. Not something I'm actively like, I want to play this game. So for instance, yeah, okay, we got a load again. For instance, me and Ellie Bells, who is a mod of the channel, we started playing through the Halo games, which Ellie has never played before, and we started playing through Halo Reach. We finished it the other night. We played it on like normal difficulty. It wasn't anything particularly hard or whatever. And for those who know Halo Reach, for me, it's my favorite Halo. It's my favorite Halo of all time, which causes some debate or controversy or whatever, because, you know, people are all about Halo 2 or all about Halo 3, you know, or people are like, oh, I like the original, you know, anyway. Before loading, we should find out what we've actually got going for us. Oh, come on, dude. Literally nothing, which is an absolute pain. But yeah, we started playing Halo, and we played it in like 3 sessions. Now, this is, if you've not played Halo, bit of spoilers for those. But in Halo Reach, we got to a point where the end of the mission where you're with George in the Covenant ship, and he just picks you up and he just throws you out of the ship, and that was like her first. Wait, really? Like, and then the second time we played it, we got to the point where you're running out of the. Oh God. I don't want to start. You know what? I don't want to spend that money reputation points on just re-rolling missions. So the second time we played it is when you was running out of the is it New Alexandria, like the city where you're on when you're in the Falcon, and you're all running out, and Kat gets pinged through a helmet, and she was like, wait, really? Like, you know. And then the third time, it was like we finished it all or whatever, and then it turns out literally like none of you survive. Spoilers alert, but you know, none of you survive, and at the end she's like, wait, am I dead? Is this I'm like, yep. Yeah, you're dead. And she's like, no way. Nothing there. Motherfucker, I should have just kept it. I'm gonna have to load again, aren't I? Sorry about this, people. I know. But yeah, it's like a whole shit moment. Like, fuck. And it's actually, that's one of the things I love about Halo Reach. Is when it comes to like story games or whatever, I always find it quite fascinating when you technically lose. Like if you take, for example, for those who haven't watched it, the Avengers films, the Avengers Infinity War, the thing that made that to me so interesting, fuck it, might as well. AE9 to AF7, we're getting, after this we get the milk cow, 4,000 tons in that area. It's a low difficulty. We might as well, you know, it doesn't really matter, you know. Reputation points, we've spent what we want on this anyway. We're going to get a bunch of reputation points from completing this mission here anyway, so it's fine. So what we need to do now is we need to have a little look to see what we want to stock up on. So that can go there. The equipment, that's all fine. Food, we do need to have some food on us, I think. That can go there, and they can go there. Cool. Fuel, refuel. We've got torpedoes here, so we've got a tier 5. We've got the aft torpedo. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to have a little look at the T1 pistol 3 fat. We're going to get these in. T1 pistol 3. And then tier. Then we want the pistol 4s in as well. So the higher the pistol, the more reliable the torpedo actually is. So these T2 plus 1, like pistol 1s, they're not ideal for what we want, for what we're wanting. So here we're going to get the tier 5 just in case we do need 8 to lock on. Then we're going to do the same thing on these. Tier 3 pistol. Have a little look to see what else we got. T3 pistol 2. T3 pistol 2. T3 pistol 2s. Not 1 plus. T3 pistol 2. And then we go to the aft torpedo. Stern torpedo. And here we're going to go for the T3 pistol 2, right? So that's going to take 5 days. It's going to take a week for us to go through all of this. After we do that, we're going to say goodbye to you. Then we're going to go and look at what we have in our stock. So Dr. Freeze, you have 5 med packs there. You've got 5 parts. You don't need anything. 5 parts on Conrad. Freddie Lewis, you have 5 parts, and Ellie Bells, you got 5 health packs there as well. So we're going to look at the galley. We're going to get the sausages in there, 58, and then we're going to go for, let's go for vegetables. 20 veg. That gun, that's all good, and gravy. Flat gun's all good as well. Ventilation system, that's fine. So now we're going to go back to the warehouse, and then we're going to stock up on food. Food, we're going to have the fruit and veg in there as well. And then the sausages, we're just going to stock up on the sausages there as well. Lovely stuff, right? So we're going to wait 6 days. The discipline should be okay. So we're just going to allow that to go through for 6 days. I don't think we got any sailors with us. I think we released all those in the last stream. I can quickly check with the recruitment. We do not have any survivors with us. Okay, so we are all good. So, Freddie Lewis, can you please get back onto the engines, please? Not quartermaster, chief engineer. Same as Wolfpack here. And I think we should all be good to go. So one quick check on everything. We've got everything in the galley there that we need. I think we're all fine. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead 1/3 and make our way to the patrol area. But yeah, as I was saying, the thing that's what I find quite interesting, like for say the Avengers films, the end of the Infinity War, and kind of spoilers for those. Ellie, in fact, actually, Ellie, I don't know if you're there, don't listen to this. Turn me off for a moment. But the things about Infinity War, what made that so interesting was they lose. And it's like a big, ooh, like, that's it. That's like, and to me, that's far more interesting, because whenever you watch a film or you play a game or whatever, you always assume it's a story that you go through trials and turmoil and all that sort of stuff, and then you get to the end, and then you win. You ultimately win. And I find that quite interesting when something kind of goes against that narrative. So for a game or whatever to lose, it's quite nice. It's quite refreshing to say the least. We're all good here. Now we're going to go to this over here, and then we're going to make our way to the patrol area. Like that. Okay, we're going to go head full here. And we're going to turn the searchlight off. There's no need for it to be on at the moment. It's got its 7th of December now, so we are going to be getting the attack on Aruba missions come up relatively soon. And I believe Aruba is... Aruba. There we go. I knew it was around here somewhere. So it's around this area. So this milk cow that we've actually got in this area is actually really, really important. What we're going to have to do as well, we are going to have... Where are we? Oh, we just come past the Hegerland. The milk cow we got in this area is actually going to be really important. But what we're going to need to do as well, we're going to have to make port at the port of La Rochelle. So we just have to bend around and go around to see what we can... and just have a better... Shallow ground hit around here, really? Oh, shit. That would have been a fucking disaster, wouldn't it? That thing is... I genuinely would have gone right through that then. Fucking thing. Right, okay. Right, there we are. On to there. And we need 2 people in with Wolfpack here. Conrad, you are okay with just doing that by yourself. Timmy D, you can have 1 sailor with you, and then we can just leave the rest with what they're doing. Don't want to put too much strain on the sailors here. An important message has come through from BDU. War between Japan and the USA. Since the 7th of December evening, there is a state of war between Japan and the USA. Right then. So does that mean... No. That's Malaysia. That's Australia. Japan is a little bit further up here, isn't it? But China here. There we go, Japan. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is that how much we've gone into the Soviet Union? I mean, it's a tall order. I mean, it's a lot of ground to make up. Production is complete on the LUP program here. So equipment was successfully passed to production. Visit port if you would like to refit your U-boat. Okay, so we can't get any of this. We've got no more reputation points, which again is fine. It's a shame, really, actually, because we waited so long to resupply the boat that it basically sorted it out for us. Now, this is a bit of a sweet spot over here. We are going to try and get, I'd say, as much tonnage as we can. We want to try and use as much tonnage as we can without the use of as many, basically, of all our resources, because now we are going to have to try and do a little bit within the Battle of Aruba, which that's going to take. It can take ages to get back over here. Although saying that, though, it could be a decent port to go to. I don't know. I've never done it before. But we are definitely going to need the milk cow. Oh, not that, you idiot. No. Okay, so we're currently in a bit of a rough sea state here, so using anything or using the deck gun isn't really going to be a viable option for us here. So firstly, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to do a routine check on the hydrophone and see if we can come up with anything. I very much doubt it. This seems like more like the sweet spot within the area of convoys and stuff. I can't remember what this was. But we can get rid of these, can't we? I know what they were. I'm going to have one person with Dr. Freeze here. Current depth 25 meters. Okay. Right then, so. I'm just looking up at our top here. Navigation correctness. Now, I actually found out the other day what these little notches were as well in a windsock. Each, so a windsock is, it's like 5 bits to it. Now, oh, I think I'm gonna get cramp. The way it would work, it would be like a. Let's see if I can draw it actually. You've got the. Oh fuck. you got the windsock like that. That's excellent drawing. So it's like that, and then you got the 5 parts here. If it all drops down, you got no wind, and then each part that's kind of like going up. So like have one part going up and then 4 going down. It means it's 3 knots, or well, between, it would be like 3, yeah, about 3 knots, and then each section onwards is 3 knots. So like maximum's 15. Now, when you're at sea like this, I mean, I live quite close to the coast in England, and in at the moment in the UK is a bit naff when it comes to the weather. Like there's like yellow weather warnings and stuff. 15 knot wind is like nothing. It's genuinely nothing. You can barely feel it. I say not barely feel it. Like you can feel it, of course, but it's just like it's nothing. Like today, I think the winds were like 40. It's like 40 or something like that. It was something daft. Like quite strong. So, well, we're gonna do another routine check here. Yeah, it was quite rough, winds today, but it's nowhere near as bad today than it was like a month ago when we had like Storm Dara in the UK, and that was like 70-mile-an-hour winds. Okay, let's see if we can come up across anything here. No, we can't. We're just going to burn it over to this area here, just because this seems like a little bit more of a sweet spot when it comes to the convoys. We've actually come across 3 convoys in this little triangle here. So we are now going to do another routine check, and we're just going to camp around this little area here. Alright, we are flooding the tanks here. Okay, we can need 1 person to mill us just to help with the fuel consumption. Right, we're just going to slow this down a little bit. Ellie Bells, you can have 1 additional sailor with your good self. Might increase the range a little bit. Nothing at the moment. Alright, nothing at the moment, which is fine. Most curious. Can't stop yawning today, to be fair. Alright, we're going to do another routine check. I know we've only just done one, but we might actually come up with something now, as we're kind of more within the center of the triangle. Okay.
Aktuelle Tiefe 45 Meter.
nothing at the moment. It did say there was going to be expecting a low level of ships in this area, I think. Right, it's just hit the 11th of December 1941. So that means the attack on Aruba. So, from BDU, the lifting of all restrictions regarding USA ships, the lifting of all restrictions regarding USA ships, and the so-called Pan-America Safety Zone have been ordered by the High Command. Therefore, the whole area of the American coast will become open for operations by U-boats, an area in which the assembly of ships takes place in single traffic at the few points of departure of Atlantic convoys. There is an opportunity here, therefore, of intercepting enemy merchant ships under conditions which have ceased almost completely for some time. Attempts must be made to utilise as quickly as possible these advantages, which will disappear very shortly, and to achieve a spectacular success on the American coast. The following come into question as the main points of attack for such U-boat operations: Sydney Roads, Halifax, Bermudas, New York, Galveston, Aruba, Trinidad. Approach point of single traffic coming from south and bunkering station. So these are just they're just labeling the ports, from what I believe. An area in which the assembly of ships takes place in single traffic at the few points of departure of Atlantic convoys. The following comes into question as the main points of attack for such U-boat operations. Okay, confirm. Okay, cancel that. Right then. So basically anything American now is free game.
Tauchen auf 50 Meter. Horchraum besetzen.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet. Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Oh, nothing at the moment. Okay, so we might choose to move out of this area and move a little bit more over to the west,
Torpedorohr 4
just to see if we actually come across anything else. So we are going to try and do some routine checks in the area. So
50 Meter. Horchraum besetzen.
we only need 45,000. I think it is 45,000 anyway. Yeah, 45,000 left in the merchant tonnage, which, to be honest, once we hit that 45,000, I'm more than happy to go back to port and call that a success for this area, because now we've got other things we've got to focus on. So now we're in this area. Let's do another routine check. It is a little bit of a bottleneck.
Meter.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
50 Meter.
I thought they'd turn the engines off when they'd done a routine check.
Tauchen auf 50 Meter. Tanks anblasen. Auf diese
Did I not do a routine check then?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht. Zielposition erreicht. Tauchen auf
Curious.
50 Meter. Horchraum besetzen. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
50 Meter.
No, I think in this area we're just going to have to go back and forth, aren't we?
Natürlich, Herr Kaloin.
In the hopes to actually find something.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
I'm going to come back to this area because this area was quite...
Horchraum besetzen.
Torpedorohr 5
Hmm.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Schraubengeräusche. Große Gruppe. Peilung 110 Grad.
That's something. 1736 units.
40 Meter.
Now, if I was to plot a course for that, they are moving in.
Natürlich, Herr
And they're moving from here to here. So it's more on this direction over here.
Diese
We
Koordinaten.
are just going to come over in this direction and hope for the best that they actually jump into here.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Ich bin sehr müde.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf.
Right. Let us come to a dead stop here, and we're just going to wait.
Jawohl, weiter geht's.
Now let's do another routine check while we're here. We have stopped in an optimal place, I believe.
Horchraum besetzen. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Oh shit, they've moved completely away from me here. I might have just sped up a little bit too much, which is fine.
Anblasen. Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Oh, another important message from BDU. The very valuable radar prototype is being transported on Empire Dawn cargo ship headed for the port of Murmansk, where it will be fitted onto the dedicated warship for testing. Sinking the ship will noticeably slow enemy progress in developing this technology. We estimate it is currently passing through the AF771 with the course of 55 bearing. The ship is moving with a convoy travelling at a speed of 7 knots. Confirm. AF771, which is this convoy here.
Setzen.
Let's see if we can pick up anything on the horizon here. We are just going to burn it across. We are going to hope. Oh. Oh, shit the bed.
Bestätige.
Alright, let's see what's in front of us. Let's see what we're working with here. Well, we've got some C3s, we've got some Liberty classes. That is a Liberty class. Now we are looking for, what is the item that we're looking for here? We're looking for a journal. Let's go to journal. Not you. We're looking for the Empire Dawn. Okay then, so what we're going to do, first of all, we are going to say convoy 4. So now we've got ourselves a little bit of a nice area here to see that this is a 100% confirmed trade route.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
All right, we're going to go now. We're going to go to a
Alarm. Korvette in Sicht.
oh
Peilung. 300 Grad.
shit.
Korvette 350.
All right, periscope depth. Is there anything within the area?
Auf Seeroute.
It looks like they're actually in a combat over there. People are starting to panic. I think there might be a U-boat over there. Come on, drop. Buoyancy has gone down. Good stuff.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
And they're not following.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Right, we're going to have to go to a blue light running here. And that can only work in our favour, because if something has if someone has pulled some kind of distraction, it's going to rip some warships out of the convoy to then give us kind of a bit of a free rein on some of our torpedo calculations. So We're running our 9 knot speed, which is absolutely fine. We're still well within the area. So it's the Empire Dawn we're looking for. So an Empire Dawn could potentially be, or more likely be, a
Ein weiterer Tag, eine weitere erfolgreiche.
Right, now we are at night here. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to jump on the periscope and see if we can actually spot anything with it whilst it is dark. Nothing for the moment. Now, nothing's in front of us. Now, have we bypassed it without actually realising it? I very much doubt it. I think it was too big for us to completely bypass it. But we might as well check. No, I think it's more literally looking straight ahead of us here. Would be, I would say, around about this area. Ellie Bells, do us a favour if you can. Is getting on the hydrophone any good for you at this very moment? There we go.
Natürlich, Herr Kaloin.
Low air quality. Okay, raise the snorkel. Right, okay. And there's no, you didn't say there's any U-boats within the area.
Natürlich, Herr Kaloi.
Millerus, can you please, in fact, Timmy D, I need you out of bed, please, pal. So I need you to go to the cabinet. I need you to drink 2 loads of coffee. And then we're going to go to the attack periscope. Oh, you're already on it? Okay, lovely. There we are, got some smoke. Now the only issue we've got here is we're not going to be able to... It's a destroyer. What we're going to have to do here, we're going to have to actually just get in front of them, hold, new communications coming in. Oh, that is what I was worried about. Snorkel going down, slow down. Are they coming in on me? They are. Stop. Right, they're using... Timmy D, bring the periscope down, please. They're using star shells to try and light up the sky. Right, we're just going to wait this out a little bit. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Anything coming up behind? Doesn't look like it. Right, we're going to go this way now. I'm going to go ahead 1/3. Are you sure there's nothing around that area? Interesting. This is closing in. Alright, stop. Quickly now. Quickly now. Quickly now. We've been made. Fuck. Alright, full speed ahead. Oh. Fuck. Right. More speed. This is gonna be pain. Oh no. Oh no. I think the depth is wrong though. Yeah, I think their depth was wrong. Is there definitely nothing in this area? Now, the smart thing to do here would be to it's still going to see us, so there's no point doing that. Crash dive and go at this at another direction. Yeah, it's probably would be the smarter option to do this. Now, if we turn into them, that's not going to help them with their turning circle, so they might actually bend around us. So that might help us negate some of these depth charges, which are inevitably coming. So all right, we're gonna stop the boat. Oh, come on. Directly above us. So now we're going to go right. We have survived worse than this. We're going to stop here. I feel like they feel like we were over here. Yeah, they don't know our exact location. Right, they're pinging us. Right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually bring her up. No, in fact, we're gonna take it down to 220. And we're gonna go head 1/3. Save the game just in case. Because you never know, knowing me. Just looking at the air quality is absolutely fine. Come on. I think they've gone past their turning circles to hit us anyway. Oh, I'm going to go ahead 1/3 here. Fuck. Turn that off. Take one person off Milovos. We need to wait this out, don't we? There's seriously no one else around here. So there's a few warships around this area. Now we're going to go to a periscope depth. Oh, that's Dekawash, you fucking idiot. Let's speed this up a little bit. Oh, hello there. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, welcome in everyone. Currently just doing just scouting out a convoy up in the Battle of Arctic. So we're not doing too badly. So we have just really started the patrol over the last hour. And just the aim at the moment is just to hit the 1/4 mil for the Arctic convoys. So not doing too bad, although we have just had to try and maneuver out from some depth charges. So, but I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's had a good new year. All right, what is the damage here? So we're going to. Yeah, thanks so much for the raid. Yeah, really appreciate it. And I hope you had a good stream. So they're currently coming away from us. They're moving way too fast for us anyway. We have hit the periscope. So let's see if we can have a little bit of a look while we're on the periscope here. Let's see what we can see. Now, there's a good chance we're not going to be able to see anything here. Yeah, nothing at the moment. Hey, Zebin, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, how you doing, mate? I think you've got a... Have you got a level up? I don't think you've got a level up, Zebin. Let's have a little look. So, for those who don't know, what we... oh no, you're not even with us. You're currently sat at base with your finger up your bum. What we tend to do here is we kind of get people in chat to kind of jump in and be like crew members and stuff. So we end up yeah, so people can kind of get a little bit more involved. So if anyone does want to be part of the crew, then they are more than welcome to. Not very good. I got a fracture in two fingers. In two fingers of my... You got a fracture in two fingers of your feet. Do you mean toes? Do you mean toes, buddy? No, I'm not doing too bad. I had a very, very good Christmas. I ate more than I should have, even though I was working for the vast majority of it. And then, yeah, toes. Are you fucking for real? Isn't feet and toes? No, you said you had a fracture in two fingers of my feet, which is the toes. Okay, I'm not gonna mock. I'm not gonna mock. Right, are we still in the patrol area? I believe we are. Yes, we are. So, can we have a little look? Might be able to see something now. In fact, with this fog bank, we're not going to be able to see. And the fact we got to try and... yeah, you see now. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So this fog bank isn't going to help us when we're trying to sink the Empire down here. Oh, you haven't... Oh, okay. So that's another reason why I shouldn't be taking the piss, because... If it's not your native language, I'm not going to sit here and take the piss out of someone who's not natively English. But no, like if you haven't used toe in a while, then that's fine. Yeah, that's no worries, buddy. No worries. But how did you manage to fracture two of your toes? Oh shit! Oops! Snorkel! I was too busy thinking about your feet. No, wait. I was too busy thinking about your feet. I forgot about air. This is just okay, for everyone who's not normally in the channel, this is just a standard thing for me. I just fucking forget about the fact that my sailors need to breathe. Is the snorkel up? The snorkel is now up. Everyone should be okay. Comrade, sorry, buddy. You, yeah. Big oops. Getting out of the bathroom seems my sister cleared the floor outside, so it was wet, and I slipped and fell on the floor, hitting my feet into the wall. I know exactly what you've done. And that is fucking horrible. Like you've slipped and you've gone like boosh into the wall. That's horrible. I don't know why. Like I just like as I've got older, I've got more squeamish with shit. So I know exactly what you've done. Hopefully you feel better soon, though, mate. Right, now we've actually got air. Now we're going to drop the snorkel just in case we do come across something. Then we are going to... I broke the glass in the back. Oh, shit. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get, we're going to come off a silent running. We're still in blue light running, but we go to normal. And now we're going to get, who can do it? Freeze, you suppose you could get onto the hydrophone here and listen to see where these have come. I can say I ended the year with the wrong feet. Yeah, yes you can. Yes you can. Alright, the convoy is still ahead of us. Now this is going to be a little bit ick with the fog bank we've currently got. But hopefully, the vessels we're going to be going up against, you know what? We should really surface the boat. We shouldn't be seeing it with the fog bank. We do need to... And we do need to recharge the batteries a little bit. Yeah, batteries are low, yeah, so... I don't... Fog is easy hunt, but when you're trying to search for one specific ship... Trying to identify it in a fog bank isn't exactly the best thing, so... And I don't exactly want to go too fast, because if we go too fast, what's going to end up happening is we're going to end up going straight past the convoy, and we're going to have to try and find it again, and it's going to be a whole thing. And you know what, people, you know what I'm like. I just can't play the game. So let's just take it a little bit smooth. Just sink them all by one. You know what? That's a great idea, and I can't believe I didn't think about it before. Yeah, I'll do that. We should be coming quite close to them. Yeah, the only thing I don't want to do with the snorkel is I just don't want to be seen with it. You know, the whole element of surprise. So, what we're going to do... We're just going to try and replenish the battery up a little bit. I can't see that we're going to be needing... I can't see us being underwater for, like, hours on end. As stupid as it sounds. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, more than 50%, like, it shouldn't be too bad. So I think if we drop down to a hydrophone... Well, not even a hydrophone. Just drop down to a periscope. And then get... Dr. Freeze. Dr. Freeze, can you jump on the hydrophone, please, and have a little listen to see where they actually are? We can, but the thing is that they are Liberty and C3s, which are combat capable as well. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that. If they were just standard Empires, then yes, fair enough, but I'm not comfortable doing that against C3s or Liberties. I did see in a patch note a few months ago where they are still in front of us, so that's not too bad. So we are going to surface the boat, and we're just going to keep an eye on this. Let's just mark that down as bitches. Right, bitches are there. Where are they heading? They're heading for the port of Murmansk, which if I can remember correctly, yeah, here it is. So it looks like they're kind of coming around. Yeah, well, it is a Russian convoy. We have hit the 11th of December where America and Japan have gone to war, and it is said that basically anything, well, we've gone to war now with America, anything that is American is just free game. So yeah, we'll see how we can get on. We do have a few I think at least, well, we got at least one homing torpedo, which is okay. But the only issue we have is we can't reliably lock onto one vessel, which we are looking at. So the Empire Don, unless we were basically sitting next to it. Reserve homing ones for destroyers. I mean, preferably we don't have to fucking mess with destroyers because we actually left them behind here. Now I can't see that actually being the case. Everyone is resting as well. Timmy D is currently resting as well. It's not the most ideal situation. You go and rest. Are we just going to have a little look in... We are going to change our course bearing ever so slightly. I hope. We are currently running at 10 knots where they're running at a, I believe, a 7 knot speed. Oh, saving. Saving, that's something. That's a something. That means something spawned, I think. Can I see something there? Right, let's go to a periscope depth and let's see if we can actually spot something here. Yeah, that's that's true. Like that's the thing. The only annoying thing about the homing torpedoes is you can have a whole calculation, which, to be honest, doing a calculation with a homing torpedo is kind of pointless because, you know. But if you do the calculation, it will just veer off to where the propeller is where it does minimal damage. So it's kind of a good thing, but also not a good thing. I tend to using them on destroyers are probably a better shout. It's just it's a situational thing, isn't it? Especially as well, you don't have to really worry about the draft of the torpedoes as well, because the draft on destroyers tend to be a lot shorter than merchant ships. Yeah, waiting for the gyro to... Yeah, exactly, yeah, and like the gyro is so fucking annoying. In fact, actually, you might be able to assist me with this. A few streams ago when we were doing this, we had an issue which I thought seemed to be a bug in the game, and it was actually really riling me up. I lost my head. I really lost my head. But there was a thing that happened where it seemed like when we would... I thought it was a bug, but I don't think it was a bug. I think it was just me not knowing a certain part of the U-boat. So what was happening was we was doing fine. We switched from bow torpedoes to stern torpedoes, and then when we went back to use bow torpedoes, whenever we'd done a calculation, it was almost like it was calculating the trajectory of a vessel from the stern torpedoes and not the bow torpedo. It was like a really weird thing. Now, no matter what calculation, I double, triple checked everything, and I just could not get this. You know, when you have like the estimated torpedo like path, it didn't have. Okay, so yeah, I'll draw on the map just to make it a little bit easier. So, for example, say we're here, right? There's a ship that's traveling in from this direction. We were firing. We were trying to do a torpedo, which was trying to do this for the path, but it was almost like it was sitting like this. Now, I know there's one calculation which it isn't. It wasn't the picking the right side or left side. It wasn't that. It wasn't the minus. Yeah, I was shooting it manually. Yeah, so hey Ellie, how you doing? It wasn't that. It was basically like, because you know when you're saying which part of the on the bow. No, it definitely wasn't that. I know exactly what it's at, and that's what I'm saying. It wasn't that. When you do the angle on the bow, I always do it from the angle of their viewpoint, not my viewpoint. I've done both, I believe, and both of them just would not line up. I think, because I was looking it up, I was really getting annoyed. There was a thing where if I, for example, went to torpedo calculations, it could have been that. It could have been that. I generally, I don't know. I've not been able to replicate it since, but when I go to this, I'm pretty sure it was this thing here. Now, I never use this because it's far too intimidating, but I'm pretty sure it was something like this. I read online, or like on a forum or whatever, where people were saying you need to. Yeah, someone was saying, like, if I have it like this, it says use the knob to select if computation should be done for bow or aft torpedoes. That's what that's what I think it was. I think it was stuck at this. So it was like it was trying to work out the aft torpedoes, but I was trying to fire the bow torpedoes, so it was messing things up. So I think that's what it was. I don't know. Yeah, so I know you're a little bit more experienced with this game than I am, or I should say a lot more experienced. But yeah, it was one of those things, and it was really riling me up. Yeah, I know what you're referring to. There we got some smoke in the distance. We can slightly see here. Did get something come up. Yeah, it comes up with I'm gonna get rid of all this. It comes up with the whole when it says like, it comes up with like an error, doesn't it? Saying like, oh, you might not hit because of the angle that it's gonna hit the angle it's gonna hit the bow. Like the depth, like, because you got the curve of it, or you got the if they're turning or whatever on. Yeah, so it wasn't that. I did reset it, but honestly, fuck knows what was going on. It was really, really annoying. Well, again, I thought the same thing, but again, I read online that someone said maybe like sometimes you have to change that because the game doesn't do it, and it was just a bit of a coincidence that I done that, went from aft, I think aft, yeah, that was stern to bow. No, I was doing the manual calculations, like the calculations. I was doing the calculations for them like I always do. It wasn't the officer doing them; it was me. So it was very weird. This is what I mean. This is why it was very, very confusing for me. I just didn't know what was going on. I'll try and I'm not sure if you're in the in the Discord. There you go. If you want to be in the Discord, I'm not sure if he's in the Discord. What I'll do is I'll pull up the thing, and like the video, and you will, and I'll link it to you or something like that. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Something was going on, and it was really riling me up because I'd done everything double, triple, quadruple times, and I was like, I'm working this out. I don't know what it is. And at that point, we were doing really well. We was doing everything near on perfect in that patrol, and then that happened, and I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Right, what is the situation around us here? Not don't think there's anything behind us. No, there's nothing behind us here. Right then, so we're gonna go. Yeah, if anyone else has got any suggestions or whatever, then by all means, like, do share. But I honestly have no clue what was going on. No, that's fine, dude. That's fine. I'm like, as daft as it sounds, like me streaming and stuff, I'm not the most social person ever either. Like I'm like in a lot of discords or whatever, and a few years ago when I used to do like raid leading and stuff, I used to have to hype myself up just to get into the mindset. I was like, right, I've got to talk to people. It's fucking weird. It's so weird. But like, also doing this is one of the reasons why I decided to stream as well, because there's a number of things why, like speech therapy, streaming is actually very good for speech therapy because it makes you think about and try and pronunciate words correctly. And my issue is I will speak very, like, being British, I think we just speak fast anyway. So I want to try and slow down my kind of speech or whatever, you know. It's one of those things. It's got to be within this vicinity here. So there was this one Discord game where I got very involved and ended up being a mod, and then it's a dead game already. I don't sound fast to you. Well, that's the thing. I try and slow down when I'm, you know, and it's a thing that I try and do outside work now. So it's outside streaming as well. I try and talk a little bit slower, because believe it or not, there's some people where I live in the UK. So originally I was from Birmingham. Yeah, I can. Yeah, see, Ellie knows. Ellie knows. I originally come from a place called Birmingham in the middle of the UK. Now I've moved to like the southwest of the UK, and you don't really hear my accent that much this side of the country. And if you do, people tend to take the piss out of it a lot, which is fine. Like, I'm the first person to take the piss out of me. I feel like I need... No. Right, that's on our starboard side, so we're not going to have a look on there. But where is this smoke? I'm gonna have to get Breeze on the hydrophone here just to have a little listen. They should be just in this little area here. I'm sure of it. Oh no, actually, they've really... Well, we're going 5 knot speed. We have to pick it up. That explains why we couldn't see them. Yeah, I was. That's what I was actually just looking for then with the binoculars. Yeah, underwater speed is slower. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually going to have to consider the air here as well. You know what? Whilst we've got the cover of night, well, night is coming up and we've got the fog, we are actually going to surface the boat. Yeah. We're going to surface the boat. We're going to take on as much air as we can, build up the batteries, and then we're going to try and get in front of them, and then we can just sit there and wait for them to get into our attack range. Oh, there we go. So for those who... This is a bit of a cheat. We do need our compressed air. You are very, very right. Thank you very much for the reminder. If you can see smoke on the horizon by using your own Smoke. Yep. See, you got this cheat. You can use your own smoke to see if you can see other people smoke, which is actually, in situations like this, fucking great. Fucking great. So yeah, it's coming on to night now. It's 5:10 in the evening. It's a great little thing. I mean, you shouldn't do it. Let's be fair. You shouldn't be doing it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like the game doesn't. Oh, it can't comprehend it, and it's just great. But if it's there, then use it. It's not game breaking as such, is it? Like, you know, we know they're there. It's just swap the blue of the white of the fog with the grey and smoke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great little thing. All right then. All right, saving. We are going to. I know it's just auto saved. I'm gonna save anyway. Might as well. And we'll see what happens. All right, we're gonna bring this around. I think now's the opportunity to do that. Now, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can actually do a good intercept here. But we have to be very, very careful. Alright, we're going to slow this down a little bit now. Well, let's see if we can actually... Timmy D, get out of bed, mate.
Bestätige.
Blue? Oh!
Alarm! Kreuzer in Sicht! Peilung! 325 Grad! Handelsschiff! 320 Grad!
Save title isn't updated. I just keep this as this is my stream save. Unknown ship. Ooh! What is... What is that? I mean, I know this is again cheating in some capacity because you shouldn't really be seeing this, but what kind of ship is that? It's not a C3. That's a Liberty, isn't it? Is that a Liberty class? We go to this, the Liberty class. It doesn't... Is it... It's not a tanker, is it? Is it a tanker? No. Yeah, maybe it doesn't show the post in the fog. Maybe, but... Oh, fuck. You slow down. Stop.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Okay, so I think this is a Liberty class. I don't think it's a... Was it a C3? I don't think it's a C3 because of... Nah, I don't think it's a C3. I think it's probably just a Liberty class. This is going to be rough. You know what? We're not even going to be able to use the... Oh, shit. We're not even going to be able to use the attack periscope because we're not going to be able to see shit. Fuck. Yeah, Russian cut. I mean, yeah. But this is kind of cheating. It's a Liberty. It's a Liberty class. It doesn't show the posts then. It's American. Does it have the name on the side as well? The SS Frank Lever. Okay. Alright, let's go to a periscope depth here. We're going to go to a head 1/3 just to close the gap a little bit. Although that's actually not too bad. You know what? Let's keep this at that speed here. Attack periscope. I could stand the surface. I could, but oh fuck. Oh, this is going to be rough as arseholes.
Handelsschiff, 335 Grad.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
I could, but I'm not going to go on the surface just because they do have gunning placements. Yeah, I think a C3 is the C3. One I saw life rafts on the side of the ship, which I believe only they can't shoot if they can't see. That is very, very true. This is rough. This is very rough. The aim is really can you really? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. Dude, you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. Oh, we saw. Alright, we're going to have to go velocity. I'm going to say 7 knots. The distance to us. There is 0 chance of me doing this. Oh, is that really? Since the hull of the cruisers are higher, then you can just stay under the gun so they can't shoot you back. Oh, that's interesting. Let's just say that's just the distance, 1 kilometer. It's not going to be 1 kilometer, 1 bearing. 90 degrees, 724. That is slightly cheating. But 90-degree angle on the right.
Aktualisieren. Lage 9, 0. Rechts.
We're going to have a depth of 5 meters at 30 knot speed.
Geschwindigkeit.
So it comes up here, doesn't it, saying reset?
Rohr 3, bewässern.
Rohr 3 bewässert.
Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1, fire tube 3. How fucking ominous does this look?
30 Sekunden.
No, the reason why I picked 7 knots is just because that's what it said on the... That's what it said on the message we got from BDU. There's a huge fire on board there. They took a moderate amount of damage. The fire has already spread to the front of the ship here. Oh, we are going to stop.
Maschinen, stopp.
Yeah, this will be sunk by fire. They are abandoning the ship, and then there is a fire on board, so that will be an instant bye-bye, which is nice. Let's leave the view and let's see if we can actually spot something with that. Oh, a cruiser.
Funkspruch erhalten.
Hüllenbruch! Sie sinken!
Einer weniger.
That's a country class cruiser. Oh shit. That's that one. Oh fuck. Oh, that's a bit ick, isn't it?
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Now what we might have to do, they're throwing flares, yeah, so what it might actually help us out here, the flares. I'm more than happy for them to send flares out, just so it actually gives us a little bit. Yeah, we can actually see the vessel, like the silhouette. So we do know that is a country class cruiser. Those are, I think, the escape boats. What we might do actually with this country class, oh, should. Where's that country class gone? Well, we are actually in front of these vessels here. Like a lot of the vessels around here, there's also ones behind us. So I think we're okay for the moment. It's just this is the issue. We need to make sure that we are. Oh, hello. Pretend I didn't see you. Only a Corvette. That looks like a, yeah, it's a freighter. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, I'm in the middle of the convoy, so as they kind of come past me, I might be able to just kind of like dink some as they go past. Is my gyro off? Oh, the gyro compass. It was, yeah. Why is that? Is that a good thing? I never touched the I never touched the gyro compass. No, off.
Ja, Herr Kaloin.
There we go.
Ich kümmere mich darum.
I never touch it. I never ever touch the gyro compass. I don't really know what it does. Fucking simmer down. Alright, right then, we are going to wait these out here and just see if we can just pop some on the way past. Fingers crossed one of them is oh, is that what it is? Oh, I just have my basically my second officer on the navigation, because it helps with that and it also helps with the fuel consumption. What is this? So this looks like it is another. I would have loved to send that homing torpedo on that country class, but I could not reliably say there wasn't anything else within the area which was going to that it was going to target. Most likely it was going to go this way, then go onto this corvette here. Now the only, yeah, again, the issue here with the fog bank that we got going on is we can't really identify any vessels like by name. Yeah, well, it wasn't, but we were just using it to just to disable it with the on the propeller. That would all. That's all it would have been. I can't do red lights here, can I? I can't do the red light here. Can I? Oh, red light running. Oh, red light running. Yeah. Right then. Oh, we've got two vessels coming in over here. Red light running's on now. Red light running's on. There we go. See? You can see it on the right here. Let's see what this is. Samuel G. Howell. Now, this is a bit naughty doing this, isn't it? So if we can locate the vessel. It's not that. The Frank lever is there. Not you. It's going to be a smaller vessel, so something like this. The Empire Swan. The Empire City. Oh, it's right behind us. The Empire Dawn. A bit naughty doing that, but not that. If it was just you, you would just do. I ain't doing that. Fuck that. We're going to unlock you. And he's around. I mean, it's 2.4 kilometers away. You got your boy coming in over here. Let's stop the boat. It's four. It's going to be around here somewhere. That's wreckage. Lifeboat 2. Wreckage you get. What's the bearing on this? 176. So if I go to 176. There we go. So at least we've got this targeted now. At least we know what we're going for. It is a, I believe to be a C3. It is a C3.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Oh, fuck off.
Herr Kaloin, wir wurden entdeckt.
Right, now they know where we are.
Mit den Spießgegnern
Yeah, big F. Yep.
Wasserbomben. Sehr nah.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Now, his turning circle is going to be awful. If we reverse the boat now,
Langsame Fahrt zurück.
decoy is probably not needed for the moment.
Halbe Fahrt raus.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
We've got this vessel on our right.
Schneller, schneller. Kurs setzen.
Torpedorohr
Yeah, we go full ahead here.
Schneller, schneller, schneller.
Now, if we have this person in front, behind us,
Schreckliche Entfernung.
anyone trying to make chase is going to have a hard time trying to stick, unless they're coming in from our port or starboard side. So that's going to help us out a lot. It's a bit cheeky to do it.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Nah, you can fucking eat my ass.
Herr Kaloin, wir wurden entdeckt. Bleibt wachsam, aber keine Panik. Wir machen das schon. Herr Kaloin, feindliche Schiffe machen sich
Right,
gefährlich. Keine Panik. Konzentriert euch auf eure
nah,
Aufgabe.
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Right, so we know all we're doing is getting up to this C3, which was here. So we know this C3, we are going to make an assumption that they are running at 7 knots. As bad as this sounds, they are 246, so that means they're running at 114. 114. So you
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
distance to us was apparently 1.7.
1, 4, Bug links.
Yeah. 1.71. Send you in. Now, there is the torpedo
Landung zum Ziel
with a
1,
fat setting.
7, 0, 0 Meter.
No, I don't want a fat setting. Are we going to run it at a faster speed here?
Aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit 7, Knoten.
I don't like fat torpedoes. I don't like fat torpedoes. I don't know how they fucking work. Right. Right, and get ready to fire at 3, 2, 1, fire. I really struggle with fat torpedoes. I have just researched they are turning, so the chance of this hitting is going to be very, very fucking off. If they miss, they turn back at the distance that you set them. See, I always do that, and I always just go just on the setting that where. So, for example, say if I was going to hit at 2,000 meters, I'll run it at 2,100 meters. It just seems to run right past them, and it just goes. And then the left and the right, I go right. I want it to literally go. It'll go like up and then across and then around. So it doesn't seem to go like left or right. It just seems to go at a weirder. I don't know. I've just got to try and work it out, and I just can't work it out at the moment.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Yeah, that's what I always try and think about as well. This looks like it's actually going to be
30 Sekunden.
Oh, there's no fire on board and it hasn't snapped them in two, but oh no, wait. Oh, it's looking good, but I feel like they might become neutrally buoyant. They must have closed all the bulkheads. And that has just caused a fucking air pocket to sit at the back of the ship. Yep.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
It happens. It's obviously not fantastic. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, yeah. Especially with the fog bank, we are actually protected a little bit from this, so we can make our way over here, slow down, drop them, and then go back onto the patrols. I think it's probably the best thing to do for us. I go full speed. The problem with going full speed is the fact I'm going to have to come back round anyway, so that's why I was going to slow down. On surface, they can't detect you by speeding up. I did not know that. I'll speed this up a little bit. Okay, now we are going to surface the boat.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Now, is there anyone around us? They look like they might be coming in on us. There's no one else around. Yeah, it should be alright.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Yeah, it is a bit close, but it should be okay. We're going to wait for the buoyancy to hit 70. There we go.
Kommandant. Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
It is, but they have not spotted us as of yet. There is a cruiser in the area as well. Well, in the area, which we've got to be very mindful of. AP rounds. Alright, let's get this targeted. Alright, one more for good measure. Now, unfortunately, we can't. Are you fucking kidding me?
Herr Kaloin, wir haben unsere Position.
Right. Moving too fast. Shit. Oh, that's gone down.
Sie gehen unter.
Now let's periscope
Vortiefe.
depth.
Kurs
And then,
setzen.
oh shit.
Schadensbericht.
We've lost 2 sailors.
Mann über Bord.
That's fine. We only lost a bit of damage on one of the flak guns here, so that's fine. Come on, we need to be we need to be dropping quicker than this. Send that to BDU.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Kurs setzen.
I think those two sailors were with
Kommandant, wir wurden von Estik geordert.
with TBD anyway. That was just for the additional reload speed.
Mut zu testen, Männer.
Rohr 1 geladen.
Right, he doesn't know where we are. I don't think.
Rohr 1 gewartet.
Okay, cool. So now we are back within the convoy. Timmy D, you might actually need a little bit more coffee down here. That is a C3 right in front of us. We're going to speed this up a little bit.
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
There was a Corvette right in front. Hmm.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
Hmm. Well, we're going to have to try and close this gap anyway. If we can just get a bearing on what's going on behind us. What's that? That just looks like an Empire. That's just an Empire class. It's nothing too special. We've got the Corvette here. Hmm. Hydromarks. What's Hydromarks? Is that where you? Is that from like the periscope and it's kind of leaving a wake in the water because of your from your periscope? Is that what you mean?
Kurs setzen.
Kommandant, wir wurden von Estik geortet.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten.
Right, now we are going to. What's that? That's the C3 that we're looking at. This in the fog bank is a fucking nightmare. I'm not gonna lie.
Torpedorohr 4 gewartet.
They're gonna be right on us.
Zielposition erreicht.
What's that? No, that's actually a nice little vessel. Liberty class. We're going to go for a 7-knot speed. Angle on bow. 449 at 49. Okay, 49. 450. Mark.
Aktualisieren.
Torpedo
Lage
tube.
4, 9. Bug rechts. Entfernung zum Ziel 4,
Hm.
5. 0 Meter.
T1 pistol 3, T3 pistol 2.
Rohr 1,
Yep.
bewässern.
Turn right at 550.
Kommandant, wir wurden von Estek geortet.
Get ready to fire. Tube 1. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Fire.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoschlag.
Actually, might not hit. I know it will. Nah, we're good.
Kurs setzen.
That's fine.
Sie gehen unter.
Lovely stuff. Oh, there's a lot of vessels. A lot of vessels there.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
At 700 meters, it's very difficult to miss a shot. Brother, you will be surprised. You would be very surprised.
Herr Kaloin, feindliche Schiffe machen sich gefechtsbereit. Zeit, unseren Mut zu testen, Männer.
Kommandant, wir wurden von Estek geortet.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten.
And what's our current? 20. We need 23,000 tons.
Herr Kaloin, feindliche Schiffe geben Alarm. Wir wissen, wie es geht. Drehen wir den Spieß gegen diese Jäger um.
Now I know this is not really the way I should be playing this.
Rohr 1
But
genannt.
you know, it is what it is. I should slow down a little bit.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Unless I want my periscope to be absolutely ripped off. Oh! Too close. It's fine.
Kurs setzen. Hubraumrohre wieder einsatzbereit. Schneller, schneller, schneller. Herr Kaloin, wir wurden entdeckt. Wir wissen, wie es
All
geht.
part of the plan. Right, now our next vessel, what we're going to be looking at is the one in front of us. You can eat my ass.
Herr Kaloin, feindliche Schiffe geben Alarm.
This is not normally how you should be playing this. It's just because there's a fog bank and I'm like, you know what? Whatever. This is a Liberty class.
Wir wurden von Estek geortet.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
No rear torp. I do have rear torps. I didn't fancy doing one. To be quite honest. Although saying that, yeah, but you're better than me. You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like, dude. You've watched me enough.
Torpedorohr 3
I mean, look at this. Look at the state of this.
Auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yeah, that's the thing. Unless I'm turning as well, which I kind of am. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to use this as kind of the
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
the buffer. Allow that ship to kind of get in the way, so to speak. I know. Then I'm going to use the rear torpedo onto this boy and disappear in the smoke. That's what I'm going to do. And it's all going to go all according to plan. It's a wee bit close. All right. Lock you in. 7 knot speed.
Schutzunterlagen aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit 7. Knoten.
ID.
Rohr 5. Bewässern.
Like that.
Kurs setzen.
Rohr 5 bewässert.
And then I'm going to go for... I'm just going to wait for the angle. I'm going to wait on the angle. And then I'm going to go... $111. Now, I'm not locking this in for the moment.
Gegnerlage 1, 2, 8. Bug rechts. Aktualisieren.
I'm not locking this in at the moment because if I lock it in, then it's going to be... There's a minimum arm distance, isn't there? So it's coming up to the minimum arm distance, I think. Honestly, the gyro really annoys me in this game. I'm not going to lie. So, right. I'm going to do another bearing check. If the game will let me. You need to reset the angle. I need to do a lot of things really, but no. 124. If I said that, reset, and I go
Schutzunterlagen aktualisieren. Winkel 1, 2, 6.
124
rechts.
at a distance of 230 meters, so say 250 meters, send you in.
Schutzunterlagen aktualisieren.
The
Entfernung zum
aft
Ziel
torpedo
2,
at 30 knot
0
speed and a
Meter.
depth of 5 meters. Fire.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Mwah. And disappear in the smoke.
Befestigt geortet.
Disappear in the smoke. Oh, ship spotted. Yay. Oh, fuck me.
Telegramm gesendet.
That's going to be going down. Yeah, and it'll be a nice barricade. That's like the thought process that I had. I only need 16 more thousand to complete the convoy Arctic, the Arctic convoys. In fact, Zebin, I'm glad you're here because wrong button, idiot. If I go to campaign, okay, no more beeping. Yeah, more beeping. To join the Battle of Arctic, this isn't available for us at the moment. Is that this? Or is this something else where it's like the Battle of the Mediterranean, which was the Mediterranean operations, Do you know? It's a different mission because it doesn't activate for me.
Kurs setzen.
Kommandant, wir wurden von Estik geortet.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
All right. That hasn't exactly gone to plan.
Ich werde mich darum
You had to go into Russian ports or something like that if I... Now, I thought that as well, but unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to pop.
Rohr 5 geladen. Torpedorohr 5 gewartet.
Right, what I'm going to do here, actually, I'm going to crash dive.
maximale sichere Tiefe gehen.
And I'm going a little bit too fast, so I'm actually going to go to a head 1/3 now.
Herr Kaloin, feindliche Schiffe machen sich gefechtsbereit. Keine Panik. Konzentriert euch auf eure Aufgabe.
I did do that. Yeah, I'd done that. I'd done it. It's but it didn't pop. Because if it's looking at the campaign, it says La Rochelle, Wilhelmshaven, Port of Kiel, or Port of Brest. Now, on the map,
Direkt über uns.
we
Wasserbomben. Sehr nah.
we did go to the Port of Bergen. We've done it at the Port of La Rochelle, and we've done it at the Port of Wilhelmshaven. The only one we didn't really do was the Port of Brest because it just seemed pointless. But we're going to launch another decoy.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
So I don't really understand why it's not really worked.
Wasserbomben. Sehr nah.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
There's no expiry date on it.
Meter.
But we also done it around the same time that the Battle of Arctic things come up. It says it will start after stationing at one of the ports, one of these, and it hasn't. And we are at the port of Wilhelmshaven. And I think also as well, this hasn't started join French flotillas, which we have been at Wilhelmshaven as well. And it says in between these, which is now I don't think so, because we've literally, I mean, it could be this is the fact that we've not done the mine laying in Africa or the southern routes, but I can't see how that would affect it because they're different things entirely, because they're not part of, I don't think it's part of the chain, is it? I don't know.
Wasserbomben. In
Yeah,
Entfernung.
it can't be that, can it?
Aktuelle Tiefe.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Like, it is weird. I don't know if it is a bug of some kind.
Sehr nah. Wasserbomben. Beträchtliche Entfernung.
Right, we're going to go blue light running here. We're actually going to stop here.
145 Meter.
Also, the southern routes for you are bugged. Yeah, I think there is still a few bugs within the game or whatever. Oh, okay, that's annoying. I mean, I've only done 2 missions for the southern routes anyway, so I don't know what it is. Yeah, it could be that. It could literally just be updates. Well, I'd done this save. I mean, it could be, but like I'd done this save. Like I started this campaign when the full release came out, so I don't know. And the thing is, with the U-boat wiki, it doesn't seem like. Yeah, it does. Like the U-boat wiki, it doesn't seem like it's like that good. Like I was expecting with like as normal games, like for example, say if I went to go to Timmy D, his skills that he's got, you got Ace, the Bullseye, Daredevil, Silent Run, all these little things. I can't find a wiki where it gives you all these little skills. Like when I first got when I go to campaign and you complete the Tonnage War, I believe it gives you the skill Ace, which, yeah, it gives you this. But on the wiki, it doesn't actually, there's no, to me, I can't find anything where it says Ace and this is what it does, or Bullseye, this is what it does. So I don't know. Oh, they are still looking for me. I'm just going to give them a little bit more time, and then they are kind of venturing into this direction by the looks of things. So now we are going to go to a periscope depth. Yeah, that's the thing. I know it's made by people, so like people put their own entries in and stuff, but I still thought it would be a little bit more updated than it is. But we are currently sitting at 9:10 at night on the 14th of December. We're gonna surface the boat. We've repaired the ship. We have repaired the boat. And we are going to be leaving those corvettes behind. I mean, who knows? I might even just put them in myself. But then there's no section for them. Is that smoke I see? Yeah, there's absolutely no fucking way I'm seeing anything in this. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? Ooh. Wreckage. Oh. 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 Oops. Ellie, don't just stand there. And that's why sub has a spotlight. Yeah, dude, I know. I just was not expecting like there's a big ocean out there. Well, red lights aren't going to help the inside of the outside of the boat, is it? Right, Ellie. Where is Ellie? What's the buoyancy? Is this a tanker? Big oops. Can we? I assume not. Yes, we can.
Benötige hier etwas Unterstützung.
That got him since he's like, yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly. Ellie, where's Comrade? First aid that motherfucker. Searchlight it.
Verstanden, Herr Kommandant.
And I assume
Herr Kaloy, feindliche Schiffe geben Alarm.
oh,
Wir wissen, wie es geht. Drehen wir den Spieß gegen diese Jäger um. Handelsschiff 145 Grad. Handelsschiff 145.
oh yeah, really left. I can't see, I can't see a fucking thing. I'm literally. Woo! Slow down. Oh, that's the cruiser. That's the cruiser. Shit. Shit.
Schadensbericht.
This is a wipe. You know what? Let's switch to AA. Yeah, I'm definitely sinking. Definitely sinking. I used an AA round to see if I can get. Right, hold on. I can't believe it. Now, okay, in my defense, give me a minute to think of one. I didn't think we were going to be coming in like directly into that. Like, okay, you know what? We're going to load. I know, yeah, I know. Turn in the spotlight. Okay, hold on, motherfucker. You go. That's why a U-boat has a searchlight. And then I turn the searchlight on, and then you're like, well, maybe turn your searchlight off. Don't fuck me, bitch. That's literally what you said. I know. Fuck me. Right. Oh no, I fucking know. Don't sass me, Queen. Right, which way are we looking? Okay, hold on. We're gonna go to the Yeah, the fire. I don't know if it's stopped. The red light is definitely the best one to look. The thing is, I've kind of lost my bearings of where stuff is. So we're just repairing that. So we are going to get. I don't think it's as accurate. Is this one? Can I mean it's not as good, is it, on the hard? Yeah, we're on blue light one at the moment. That's a good shout.
Halbe Fahrt voraus. Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Hello, Dr. Freeze. How you doing, buddy? Nothing emotional has happened. Nothing has happened at all. We are. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Zebin, shush, shush. We're having a good time, though. So yeah, you could watch the VOD. You could also just take my word for it that nothing happened. And it's the best thing you can do. Just don't just take my word for it. It's fine. Everything is fine. No one died. No one died. Someone died. It wasn't you though, Dr. Freeze. You was all safe and sound in your cozy little bed. Nothing for the moment. We go to a periscope depth and then just have. Better not be me. No. You're all safe and sound. You're there, just sitting there listening to your music.
Herr Kaloi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Rundblick eingesteuert.
Auf
Ooh,
wechseln.
where have you been?
50 Grad. Schraubengeräusche. Mittlere Gruppe. Peilung 0 Grad.
Anblasen.
Where the fuck have you been?
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
Where were you earlier?
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Epic Store is giving away Kingdom Come Deliverance free today. Now, funny you mentioned that because at the start of the stream I was mentioning stuff. So over the next week and a bit, I'm going to be like working and whatever I do. But over the space of most of January, I'm going to actually have time off. I'm going to have on like the 10th or the 11th of January all the way to like the 27th. So I've got a good 2.5 weeks. Now, I was making some suggestions whether or not I should be doing in terms of streams, do I pick some just like loads of small little games that I do during the holiday? Or do I do like a big project, something like Kingdom Come Deliverance? Now, I do have it and I do know how the game kind of goes. It is a game I'm very much looking forward to playing though. The only issue I have though is I don't want, or I have a thing where I like to keep things so to Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's I do like to keep things somewhat spicy, as I should say. You know, in terms of streams, um, swapping when I feel like this is the thing about U-boat. The reason why I kind of try and do a U-boat session every week, or at the moment it's like every other week, is because I like to kind of not. I don't want to say milk this, but I want to kind of. I know I just wasn't doing it. I know I was just kind of fucking around or whatever. Sometimes I fuck around on the game. Sometimes I'm literally really in the not the mood. It depends on the day. It depends how I'm feeling on the day, because some days like today, I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. I've been at work. I've been doing whatever I'm doing, and I can't I can't always get into the mindset, even though I've kind of scheduled this as the stream for the day. So what I tend to do is, you know, I'll just kind of play it by the day. Now, playing U-boats, it does wear you out a little bit, but it means I can kind of not be too mentally fatigued when I'm just playing it constantly, which I did do when the game was first released. I'd played it like nearly every day. Mentally it's draining when you're really having to concentrate, especially when you've been at work all day, you're doing whatever you're doing, and then all of a sudden you are I'm going to go on periscope depth again just for a hydrophone check. It's so yeah, so if you're going to work all day and then you're coming home and you're literally having to do like loads of fucking maths and whatever, it can be, again, quite draining. But that's why I kind of do it like on a week or bi-weekly basis. The smaller games or whatever that we do, it gives you time to kind of palate cleanse things that you're doing. So I originally, look, for example, a couple of weeks ago, I played the Ori games. I played Ori, and then between Ori, I play, which is like a very chilled whatever. Hello, Milo. How you doing, mate? There's always one with I haven't seen you since last year. How you doing, buddy? Hope you had a good New Year. So yeah, we played the Ori games, and then I went on to the Outer Wilds, which was more of a puzzle game where you have to try and think about, you know, what's going on and try and piece things together. Now it just keeps things fresh, or keeps things like you have more of an appreciation of a game when you're playing different things. I'm going to turn on my pump, and I'm going to go onto the hydrophone to have a little listen. There is a cruiser within this area, which I'm a little bit anxious about now. Oh, one unit. Oh no, they're here. All right, so they're all around there. I don't know where the other U-boat's gone. 5 knot speed. I'm gonna have to go super fast here. If I can, I might just try and get rid of this. What's my take on simulator games? Now, I don't mind them. I don't mind them, but it's like, I almost feel like they're quite in it. Like, you have to really invest time into them. Like, so there's a few streamers I watch where they do like train sim, and I think one of the reasons why they do train sim is because they have an interest in trains. Mythos game, is that what it's called in French? Oh, we've got clear. We are clear, so we can actually get. Where are the vessels? Dude. Dude, Black Mamba, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Handelsschiff, 5
Oh,
Grad.
there's a vessel. It's just a standard freighter.
Handelsschiff, 15 Grad.
That is a looks like a C3 class. We've got the Liberty class, a C3. There is that motherfucking cruiser. Right. If we blast it this way. He did say 30, yeah. I see Ellie is not here. All of a sudden, everybody's brave. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with Ellie. Ellie would like literally bend anyone into a pretzel. Like you should see her arms, man. They're like this. She's fucking hench. Upper body strength of Shrek, easily. But I wouldn't mind having a go. Like that's I've like simulator games. One of the reasons why I don't actually mind doing like U-boat, not because like it's not because it's like a niche thing or whatever. What is that? That's a C3. It's mainly down to the fact that I do actually have an interest in old World War II. Yeah, yeah, I know. Like the air quality is a bit shit. I'm gonna pop the snorkel up for a tiny wee bit. And there's a U-boat on us as well. Right, snorkel can go back down. Stop fighting then. It's your cooking, Dr. Freeze. That's what it is. What time is it now? Oh, we have been streaming for nearly 3 hours. Can't say any of it's been entertaining, but you know, it's still 3 hours of work. Alright, where are we at? Where is this vessel? So we can go for the C3 here. I think there's a closer vessel. No, we'll go for this vessel here. I think this was a tanker, wasn't it? This one here. I'm sure this was the tanker. Yes, this was a tanker. This is just an Empire class. All right, what we're going to do here, we're going to stop. We're going to actually turn the boat. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go for the tanker. Tanker is it's not that. It's not that one. No, it's not that. Not that. It's C3. I think I might have overlooked it. That's the freighter. That's the cruiser. The freighter? No, it's more out in front, which is probably... It's this one here. It's a tanker. It is a tanker. It's a war class tanker. The velocity, we're going to have a guess at 7 knots here. The angle is 303 at 2.4. $56. No. 303, 57. 57. Hello, Ellie. Welcome back. And the distance was apparently 2.4. So let's lock that in. Miller, you're such a smoothie. Right, we are going to go for a fat torpedo. We're going to go for left. And we're going to say at 2650. For the gyro to come back in. Now, if I can thread this would be fucking great. We need some World of Warships stream. I've never played that actually. Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1, fire. Done a 30 knot speed, which is kind of, you want a lower speed on this, I think. Any faster it would actually come into these, which more is probably going to happen anyway. It's fun until you hit high ranks. I mean, I don't know too much about it. I mean, there's also War Thunder as well, which I've seen a few people play, and that does not too bad. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Is Warships really simplified then? Now this could, I don't think this will hit this vessel. I think it's going to pass through. I don't think it will hit this ship. There is a potential for this hit ship. I don't think it's going to hit this. I think I might have even got the speed wrong. Oh, actually, it's probably going to hit this one, which I really don't want it to hit this one. No, it's actually going to just pass the front. The problem is the vessel I'm actually trying to hit is this one at the back. What? Oh, I fucking hate fat torpedoes. Right. Yeah. But okay, no, okay. This is what I mean by fat torpedoes. I fucking hate them because my thought process with a fat torpedo would be, and I know Milo, you put this up. I'm sure it was you. I'm sure it was you, Milo. Right. You send a fat torpedo this way. No, what? It's easier. Let's say we do it this way. And then it says it'll turn. Then why doesn't it just turn like that, then like that, then like that? It doesn't do that, does it? Instead, that is a look. Yeah, I thought that was a look torpedo. And it does my fucking head in. That's why yeah, it just, I fucking hate fat torpedoes. And the reason why I hate them is because I can't do it. Right, that's fine. We will rethink our method. Right, what are we looking for here? C3 there. We wanted... It wasn't that. The war class is there. It's actually in a good position for us now, I think. It's not that. It is not that. Here it comes again. All right, lock the war class in. Uh, 4 point. Okay, I see what I did wrong. Black Mamba. I see what I did wrong. I done the. Was it Black Mamba? Yeah, was you? Yeah. Yeah, a 5 meter range. I done 2.5 on the fat. Okay, that's on me. You call me a chimp. Did this motherfucker call me a chimp? Call me a chimp. That's great. I haven't heard that in ages. Right. 267, 4.4. 267, which is 93 at 4 point, let's say 450. Let's say. And then we're going to go for a...
Rohr 1, bewässern.
The maximum range of this. Ooh. That's going to be rough. Yeah, fuck it. Oh.
Rohr 1 bewässert.
I can, but the only torpedoes I've got here are that are maintained are the homing and the T3 pistol 2. Right. Fire.
Los! 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden.
What's going on with this one?
Einschlag. Viel Schuss.
Oh, that's gone. Oh. Speeds out. Fuck. I'm really bodging this today, and I.
Rohr 1 geladen.
No. Ooh. Leave. Okay, hold on. Slow down.
Voraus.
Slow down. Yeah, I'll shoot from close. All right, lock you in. Freighter is a C3. C3 velocity 7 speed. Angle on us is 221. Come on, quick maths. Minus 119. Minus 119 at a distance of 350 meters. I think it was 350. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Rohr 1 bewässern.
Right, before we do this, I'm going to add 2 members of staff with you for the maintenance.
Verstanden, Herr Kommandant.
That could dud with the angle.
Rohr 1 bewässert.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet. Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
I didn't feel comfortable with that at all.
Rohr 5 gewartet.
It seemed way too steep.
Zielposition
Right.
erreicht.
Herr Kaloi, ich bin erschöpft. Ich benötige eine kurze Auszeit.
Zielposition erreicht. Herr Kaloin, wir haben unsere Position erreicht.
Were you not able to catch these up, are they? No. I've already fucked up too many times today. People have already slated me.
Koordinaten setzen.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, let's do another quick calculation here. Oh, this is the cruiser. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, Zeben. It's always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure. 7 speed. 264, which is 96. There we go. 96 speed at a distance of 916. So let's just call it a 900.
Aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 9, 7, Bug links. Rohr 3, bewässern.
Get ready with torpedo tube 3. Ready to fire. 3, 2, 1, fire.
Los! 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
Hmm.
Torpedorohr 2 gewartet.
10 Sekunden bis
I do need to finish up rather soon though, everyone, because I do need to start thinking about dinner for me and the papa. But we should be able to get at least one more vessel to get us over the 250,000. Good damage there. They should abandon the ship relatively quickly. And then we are going to... Let's see if there's anything else that is good for us. I mean, there was that tanker.
Kurs setzen.
Herr Kaloi, eingehendes Funktelegramm. Funkspruch erhalten. Funkspruch erhalten.
Rohr 3 gewartet.
Right, we are going to mark this down as bitch 1. So we know he's in this area.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
There is the tanker. We can have a little shot at your boy.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Zielposition erreicht.
Now, where is this tanker here? Should be on our right. Here it is. We're going to say a 7 knot speed again. We are going to actually just try and close the gap
Erreicht.
to have a better angle of attack here.
Position erreicht.
And then the angle of attack we're going to have there. and then we're going to have a 263, which is 197. 97 at a distance of 850 meters. 850 meters at 7 knot speed. I'm going to go for the T3, T2.
Bohr 2 bewässert.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
Alright, now we're in a better angle of attack here. Right then, we're going to fire. 3, 2, 1, fire.
30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis
Alright
zum
then,
Schlag.
cool. Nope. Let's get a visual on this torpedo. Ooh, it should just explode. Oh, beautiful. There we are. Okay then, so let's get another calculation up on here now. So we're going to go for this C3, lock you in as a C3, recognize velocity. I'm actually going to do a speed check here. We've not done a speed check all day, to be fair.
Bohr 2 geladen.
Okay, get ready. And we're going to look at stopping at 3, 2, 1. Now, set 5 knot speed.
Aktualisieren.
Okay.
Gegnerfahrt 5 Knoten.
They are currently 1.7 kilometers away with 277. So that should be 83. There we go. That's close enough.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Lage 8-3. Bug links.
And then about 1.7, 1.8. Yeah, there we go.
2 gewartet.
We're going to use a fat torpedo.
Bewässern.
We're going to go 2,000 meters to the left. 3, 2, 1. Fire.
Los! 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 20 Sekunden.
Right, let's watch this go down range.
10 Sekunden bis
Now, unless they speed up, which is highly possible. Which looks like they did actually speed up a little bit, but... So it's going to be a glancing hit on the back of the vessel. Not fantastic damage. They will be dragging a lot of ass. Leave view. And that cruiser is coming right on us. Recognize as a cruiser. Country class. Velocity. 7 knot speed. Angle to us is 26 knots. 26 knots. 26 at 776. $750. We're going to go for our homing torpedo here. We're going to fire when ready. 3, 2, 1. Fire. Confirm.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
Now I'm praying this does okay for this. It's locked onto the cruiser.
Bis Einschlag.
It will go for the propellers. I don't think this will sink the vessel, but it might actually distract them enough so we can actually get a proper hit on them. They've got a lot of explosives on board as well, so that might actually help us as well. Oh, not fun. Oh, apparently serious damage. Okay. Well, let's remove a lot of this shit that we don't need here.
Kurs setzen.
Right, we're going to stop the boat.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
I'm going to turn. Velocity.
Aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 7 Knoten. 10 Grad.
I'm going to say a 4 knot speed.
Schussunterlagen
Angle
aktualisieren.
to us. We're looking at a
Knoten.
94 degrees.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
At a 406 meter.
5. Bug rechts.
Well, let's quickly. No, you know what? 400 meters.
Rohr 3 bewässern.
Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
Get ready to send.
Rohr 3 bewässert.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
I think they've actually come to a dead stop here, haven't they? Yeah, they're pretty much at a dead stop here. So let's go again. 1 knot speed.
Aktualisieren. Gegnerfahrt 1 Knoten.
we just reverse?
Langsame Fahrt zurück.
There we go. Right, that's giving us a better angle of attack. Fire.
Alarm beenden. 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden.
Right then. Okay, cool. So
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
this hopefully should just sink them now.
Fehlschuss.
It took a glancing hit on the back. I'm not sure what the draft is looking like. I didn't actually think about the draft. Right, there's a big file on board. They've taken a good amount of damage there. I think that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough for them. Huge list on the starboard side there. They are abandoning the ship with the fire on board. That is a kill. Oh yeah, look at that fire. We're going to wait for these to actually leave, and we're going to just... Okay, cool. So now we're going to surface the boat.
Tanks anblasen. Aktuelle Tiefe 10 Meter.
And we're going to go to the wreckage. We're going to go to survivors, invite them on board. Not any of you. Wreckage, lifeboat 2. None of you. And then wreckage, lifeboat 1. Oh, no captains. Really? You know what? No, we're not going to take any of you on board. We're just going to leave you. Timmy D, can you please get on the deck gun, please, pal? Deck gun?
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
And we're just going to make our way over to this vessel over here. We're just going to... That should
Unseren Mut zu testen, Männer.
be enough.
Konvoi in Sicht. Pilot.
Oh, we're getting shot at. Right, let's reverse. Right, that should be enough for them. Is there any more vessels that are in the area that we have to look at? I don't think so. They're sinking. Send that over to BDU. What is left? We just need 1,000 left, which is we just got to go to the last guy who's bitch over here.
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
Oh, forward.
Große Fahrt voraus. Handelsschiff. 355 Grad.
And Timmy D. And this vessel should be calling it a day now. There we go. Right, interaction. Let's stop.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
We're just going to get all these people on board. Might as well. Wreckage. Oh, the lifeboats are a little bit too far from us.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Lifeboat 3, invite them on board. These 3 here, or 4. Invite these ones on board. Take all you, confirm. Wreckage, replacement parts. We'll take replacement parts. Seeing as we have...
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr
Have we only spent one? Because we I think we only spent one, didn't we?
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kalon?
So Conrad, can you please? Yeah, drop that into your infantry, please, pal. Conrad? Ah, here he comes. Here he comes. It's been a bit of a weird stream, I'm not gonna lie. It's been fucking weird. I think it's just because we basically set out in the this convoy in a huge fog bank and we just basically couldn't do anything. Right, we're gonna ignore all this stuff here. We have thankfully done it though. Get rid of bitches. We have done it though, so that's absolutely great. We will make our way back to Wilhelmshaven now. Everyone deserves some R&R. I might get another mission come through, but I'm hoping not. But I think we only sunk like 7 vessels in that part as well anyway, so... Oh, slow your titties.
Kurs setzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Right then.
Jawohl, weiter geht's. Herr Kaloin, wir befinden uns in flachen Gewässern.
Yeah, it's not been too bad actually, has it? We're gonna get a we're gonna do a debrief. We're not gonna do the resupply. Start doing that during the start of the streams now, just so we can get a little bit more. Just so we've got something to do while we're just chatting to the people who are coming in. Does the game want to go? There we go.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Right, let's see how we get on here. We've got to slow down a little bit because we are running a little bit too fast here.
Alle Maschinen
This is
stopp.
going to be a big bump. Boink. See what I mean? Like, it's just so fucking awkward coming into this port. Kind of was my fault a little bit as well.
Kurs setzen. Kleine Fahrt voraus. Kurs setzen.
It's always the fucking way. I should be alright on this one though. You've just got away with it. Yeah, I think I've just got away with that. Maybe.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yeah, we're fine. Welcome to the channel, everyone.
Kurs setzen.
There we go.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs setzen.
Oh, we should just slide right in here and we should be okay. There we go.
Kurs auf
There we go. Right, mission complete. Nice. Cool then. Right then. Commendations. So everyone. Oh. Cruisers actually give quite a lot for that as well. That's not too bad, is it? So Timmy D, I don't know how many you got, but you actually got the. It was a good 100 points there, easy. Well, that's what we need to keep doing. Although saying that means we've got to do another 60 patrols with that amount of points. That's a rough one. But well done. We have completed the convoy Arctic, the Arctic convoys here. So congratulations, Skipper. Your mission to disrupt the military shipping to the USSR was a resounding success. Your skill and bravery as a U-boat captain allowed you to sink several enemy vessels, showing the flow of supplies to the Soviet Union. Your efforts have no doubt helped pave the way for victory on the Eastern Front. The involved military commanders are grateful for your contributions, and the U-boat command is proud of your achievements. Well done. Lovely. So we got ourselves another milk cow here. So United States Congress declares war upon Germany. Lovely. So we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 vessels. We did guess right. So altogether we got 33% reputation, and then I think we got like a few more reputation with some other things as well. So we're currently sitting on 97%, but we will go up to the 2%, more than 3% with our with the survivors. Let's just see what our next thing is. Now, we do need to go to the map. And there is a few more things what we've got to do. So we've got the Operation Drumbeat and the attack on Aruba. Now the Operation Drumbeat, each level is going to give us a milk cow, which is fantastic. So the day after the declaration of war on the USA on the 11th of December 1941, the extension of U-boat warfare against America was ordered. Admiral Donitz declared the Operation Paukenschlag and sent several submarines to the east coast of America. Because of the great distance, strategic planning of milk cows positioned is necessary. Seek merchant ships within the following squares to complete the objective: CA, CB, BA, BB, DA, DB, and C and DC. Lovely. And then the attack on Aruba. The small island of Aruba and Curacao, about 27 kilometers north of Venezuela, host one of the world's largest allied oil refineries. Is that the type of content we expect in 2025? No, don't expect that over 2025. I swear I will try and take it a little bit more chilled and a little bit better next time. It has been a rough day. It's been a very rough day. Since the demand for oil by the Allies is increasing, the disruption of the supply would force them to limit their operations and will become a vital victory in our U-boat forces. All in good fun, mate. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I appreciate it. But like, literally, it's just a place to hang out and just, if anything silly happens, something silly happens. That's the way it is. So recognizing this, the Kriegsmarine, after consultations with the best U-boat skippers, came up with a plan to strike the oil industry located on these islands. So that'll give us another milk cow as well. Milk cows are going to be vital. So I am going to go get some food. I am starving. I hope people enjoyed the stream, as chaotic as it actually was, but all's well. All is well. So I hope everyone has a lovely 2025. It has been an absolute pleasure to stream for you all during 2024. It's good to be back streaming on a regular basis as well. So I did take like a year hiatus and stuff, like with things that have been going on. But yeah, it's all good. I really hope to see you all in 2025. I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen during that time. There's going to be a lot of games. Obviously, we have like a good variety of things that we want to do. Coming up over the next couple of weeks, I am still deciding. We are going through a Dredge playthrough, which I will be doing part 2 tomorrow on about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So anyone who wants to come along for that, and they are available, you are more than welcome to. Anything else, and anyone has got any recommendations for any games that they want to see played, just throw them up in the Discord. Yeah, because we, I say, it doesn't really matter if it's just a silly game or if it's something that's really, like, maybe it's a game that people don't even stream and it's just a thing that's kind of close to you and you just want to see it played, and I'm more than happy to kind of have a look at it. It could be like a puzzle game, it could be fucking roguelike or whatever, it could be anything, and I'll have a look at it. But yeah, I hope people enjoy what's coming up over the next couple of weeks. There is a good potential for a long, big project, so maybe Kingdom Come Deliverance. I was thinking maybe like a Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough as well, even though I have played it. There is also The Last of Us as well, The Last of Us Part 2, that I was thinking about doing. There's a lot of things we want to be doing over the next couple of weeks. I'm just deciding what to do. So yeah, other than that, those who aren't following and do want to drop a follow, more than welcome to drop a follow. That is always appreciated. Those at YouTube want to drop a sub. If you did get this far on the YouTube, then I can only apologize for the fucking frantic shit that was going on today. But yeah, that's not going to be a norm. And then yeah, join us on the Discord and we'll see everyone tomorrow for part 2 of Dredge. So yeah, hope you all have a lovely evening and I'll see you all tomorrow. So have a lovely evening. Take care now and bye bye.